You're right guys, Gary aka Hopeless back again. In this video I will be showing how I painted this rather lovely bronze effect. The model in this video is from Printed Obsession's February Patreon pack. The theme is Constructs. I'll put a link down below. This model is titled the Colossus. It is obviously based on the Colossus of Rhodes, which featured in the God of War games. This was printed on my Elegoo Mars first generation 3D printer and took me a couple of days to get the settings right. The spear kept failing on me, which was very frustrating. Anyway, it's all printed now, so let's get on with the video. This was painted with only 3 paints and really happy with how it came out. If you find this video entertaining, helpful or anything like that, do leave a like, leave a comment down below, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing for future stuff in the future, obviously. Let's do this. I said 3 paints, this is actually 4 paints because I forgot the primer. And in this case I used Stuf World's Matte Surface Primer. I decided I wanted to try out the new pure metal pigments from Stuf World, so I did read on the website that it could be used through an airbrush. You just needed an adequate amount of medium, so I thought why not, let's give this a shot. Now this is actually my first time using pigments, so yeah, it was definitely a learning experience. Once I'd worked out how to adequately thin this down, I gave the entire model a blast with the bronze pure metal pigments. After a few false starts and eventually realising that my air pressure was all wrong, it all came out quite nicely, I think. Once the bronze was dry, I got the Citadel Nihilakh Oxide. I've probably completely butchered that. And basically gave it a very heavy coating over everywhere. While I was waiting for it all to dry, I sort of thought that this was the point of the project, where it's either going to go completely as I thought it would, or I'm about to completely balls this up. When that was dry, I decided to go over it with a dark wash, and in this case I used Citadel's Nuln Oil. While doing it, I was very conscious to make sure that it wasn't pooling too much towards the bottom of the model. There are a couple of patches I'm not too happy with, but when I'm finished entirely with what I'm doing with this, I don't think it'll be too noticeable. And there we go, one heavily aged bronze statue. As I said, this is part of Printed Obsession's Patreon pack. February is the month of the constructs. If you're interested in checking out his stuff, I'll put a link down below. This is one of the larger models from this month's pack, and kind of had trouble fitting him entirely in screen. We're just going to ignore the back of his tunic skirt thing because I forgot to put oxide on there, but I'm going to build a scenic base for this, so you're not going to be that noticeable. As I said before, if you found this video helpful, entertaining, enlightening, any stuff like that, please do let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment, it all helps with this magical YouTube algorithm. And if you want to see how the base comes along, subscribe to the channel and keep an eye out for updates. So once again, I'm going to say thank you. My name is Gary aka Hopeless. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. So until then, see ya!